So I started off by creating a world. Once it was done loading, I was just like, yeah, maybe we should make some kind of mob thing. So I go ahead and went started. She's like, what should I use? And I was just like, why not stone bricks? So I grabbed stone bricks and I started building. I was doing it where it has 2 pieces of wall and 2 lines, just like that. And I want to do this a couple layers up. So I continued to build up. And then I messed up. But then I had a solution. We can just add 2 blocks, 1 back, 1 forwards. And then we do it the same way. So I was almost done building. All I needed to do was just add a back, and I needed to get a bucket of water. Now I placed it down, water started flowing. So I was just like, should I use fences or glass panes? And I was just like, glass panes it is. So I started placing some glass panes, making it even with the water. And I started making a type of square shape. So I started adding 2 glass panes on each side for the top. And then, boom, I added another layer. I pushed his cow off. Kind of aggravated me. So then I started making 3 glass panes each layer. And we'll do that for the same side, the same way on the other side, which I just started doing it a different way. Place 1 and then place 2. Place 1 and then place 2. 2, 2, and 2. Once I was done with that, I was just like, should I use something else to do it? And then I got an idea. Why don't I just use an iron block? So I placed iron blocks at the end of each glass pane. I did it the same way for the other side. was not completely done. So I went to the other side to check how it was. And so I needed to get lava. And how do I pronounce it? Warped Fence Gate. I was just like, can I do it that way? Nah, it's not gonna work. So I placed the fence gates on each side, mess it up. Okay, now they're even. So I got on the edge of the glass pane, crouched, make sure that I cannot fall off. And I paused for a second, thinking, will this actually work? Yeah, I just guessed it will work. So I kept on placing the fences until I was done. Now I'm done with the fences. All I have to do now is just open them. Now I still have to do a bottom layer of fences too. So I go ahead and went on that. That would be much easier. So I open all the gates. And then, well, next step is just you place the lava. I was just like, get away, Cal. And then I dug down a little, making sure that no water or lava can get me. Now, what I did next is I needed some hoppers and some chests. So I got some hoppers and some chests. I got the hoppers first. I was just like, where are the hoppers? And I was just like, oh, there they are. So I placed one down and I was just like, no, this is not gonna work. So I was just like, no. Place that. And on the other side of the wall, I started digging that so I can actually place it the way that I want it. I started crouching and placing the hoppers behind each other. Now I was done, so I needed to place the chest. I opened it just to make sure that I can get in, and I dug down a little, placing another hopper, breaking the bedrock, placing some more chests. I went to the edge and I was just like, I'm gonna add to this. So I did the same exact thing. 3 panes, 1 iron block. I did this a little differently. I placed the iron block on each side and I placed the panes in the middle. So now we have 4 iron blocks at the top. Now I needed to test it, so I was just like, which mob should I use? I was just like, Elderberry, no, they swim. She's like, skeleton. So I got the skeleton. Slowly he went down. Very slowly. So very slowly. And bam! He was dying. They died. I'm gonna go check if it was working. And it worked. So I needed to grab some name tags and a anvil to test this to see if I can place a name on them, and then they would die, and then their name would pop up in the chat. just named him Jeff. I just don't know why. That was the only name that could pop up in my head. I was just like, oh my god, skeleton with gold armor. I wonder how much he's gonna last. Well, it took him forever to die. See how quick the second skeleton dies? That fast. The gold armor dies a couple seconds later. So I was just like, yeah, it doesn't work. So I went to go grab a command block. But you can also do this in survival. You don't have to use the exact same materials, but you can kind of do it my way. You can do it in survival with a mob spawner too. But you can also use signs to do it, but I would prefer fences. So I placed down my command block. I got into the chat and I said /summon skeleton. P always active, and I wanted to put it on 80, which I did. And then we had a problem. I had to push the skeletons off. So I thought of, what if I put a piston with some observers behind it? I was just like, that might actually work. So I grabbed some observers, I got a piston, placed the piston on the block, which I then noticed that I did it the complete wrong way. So that way, then I just turned it around and it started working. So then I placed my command block, /summon skeleton, pulse, repeat, always active, and you want to just put that on 80, and then boom, it starts to fall. Now you might want to do that on the other side too. You can do it a different mob or whatever, but I was just using skeletons. There is going to be another mob later in the video that we're going to do. So I did it the exact same way. It was kind of a difference between the pistons, but it was fine. So I did /summon skeleton, repeat, always active, and I did 80. And it was working. So I was just like, yeah, that's cool. I want to go try to put it where, since I'm on controller, I'm on console, I can't really do that. I can't just press F5 or whatever to make my screen disappear. So I tried that, but it didn't work. I went to go through the chest and I was just like, that's a problem. Because now the skeleton bone just completely fell. It's just like, oh crap, that's probably why. There's a hole. So I grabbed some dirt and we filled it. But I don't think that worked either.
Dad?
I was just like, haha, all my stuff is getting burned. And I go to check how much stuff I have, and it's all in there. Very sad. So I just deleted it all, and I was just like, oh no, I think I need that stuff. So, grab the observer, command block, and the piston, and the iron. what I did is I did the exact same way. On both sides. I want you to pause the video and comment down below what mob you think I'm gonna do. If you guessed zombie, you are correct. Always active. Repeat, and you just put it on 80, and voila. Now skeletons and zombies. Did it on the same side. Some zombie, always active, and 80. Well, there is my mob spawner, and if you want to do it the exact same way, you can do it. And I will see you guys next time.